Hey guys, it's Samuel Larsen here once more, and let's talk about growing your e-commerce store without actually growing traffic. Now, why would we want to focus on growth without actually growing traffic? Now, the biggest thing to consider here is that once you're looking to grow your store, it's a lot better to, first of all, maximize what you are already getting from your existing traffic, because traffic is expensive. And to grow really fast and to actually build a business that is worth something means that you have to have efficient customer acquisition. And not only that, but you need to have a retention emphasis in this business that you're running. Because that's basically going to be the one thing that makes your business competitive, but also valuable. So if you are after profits, then you want to maximize around purchase frequency of existing customers and average order value. So these are the two things that you're focusing on in the beginning, where you're already getting some traffic, but you want to really boost the value of your store and make it a lot more, you could say, sellable. Now, we don't want to focus on traffic, like I said, because it's expensive. Traffic is like, it's the easy fix. And it's usually the one thing that people focus on because you can just spend on it. And it's kind of a lazy way to take care of things. But really repeat business comes from this predictable revenue, where you have a nice store that offers products that are really valued and in demand. And this is where the hard part comes, because really a big part of your success is not only making that initial sale that everybody's really focused on, but it's rather turning those one-time buyers that, by the way, are quite expensive compared to how much money you make out of them, and turning those into a repeat purchaser. So that should be our focus if we are looking to grow without investing a lot of money. Now, e-commerce, in order to be really successful, we need multi-buyers, so people who buy all the time, and we need cheap acquisitions. Now let's focus on this multi-buyer thing, and let's take a look at SaaS, for example. Now, if you have $1 million yearly sales SaaS company, software as a service, by the way, so a company such as Shopify, that's a software as a service company, that's usually a lot more valuable than an e-commerce store selling $1 million. Now, why is that? It's purely because SaaS is based on people coming to you, buying over and over again, without you needing to acquire all the time. So that revenue is a lot more valuable compared to e-commerce revenue. And that is something you want to consider. If you can move closer to having people buy over and over again from you, you're in a lot better of a position. So the two problems with traffic really are that, first of all, customer acquisition is quite difficult, especially profitable customer acquisition. So we're talking about the first-time buyers. They're often unprofitable to acquire, or very marginally profitable. So you're not going to really make a lot of money on them. Now, on the other hand, if we're talking about the reacquisition, so getting people to buy, that's also often hard and even like quite often unprofitable as well. So this is where we are tackling this problem, and it is a difficult problem to solve. But there's really only so many revenue multipliers that allow you to grow your e-commerce business. So first of all would be to get people to buy more when they are coming to your store. So increasing average order value from what it is currently to a new number. That would have a direct impact to your revenue and profits. Then another way would be to get those people to purchase more frequently. So having campaigns, etc., things like this that are working so well, good upsells, good cross-sells, that kind of stuff, that boost that frequency that they're buying and preferably also help with average order value. And the third one is what everybody's been focused on, is increasing the numbers of customers. So basically shoving your Facebook ads into more people's faces and trying to get growth that way. Now, once you start advertising and try to scale your advertisements, it's very rare that you would be able to acquire more people with the same numbers, because there's only like a certain amount of ideal customers that you're targeting. So our job as marketers, as e-commerce store owners, is to simply focus on what improves things the most. So we are looking to grow profits, not so much grow revenues. And it's easy to grow revenue, harder to grow profits. So that's why growing profits is actually way more valuable, because obviously that's your take-home pay. So let's keep it simple and let's not get distracted by all these tactics and fancy ways. Just for a certain period of time, if you focus on getting customers to buy more and getting them to buy more frequently, then that is a good path to success. Now we want to focus on optimizing the existing offer. So this would include things like price. Most people are not as price sensitive as most e-commerce store owners think. So you probably have a chance to at least test whether improving or charging more would have enough of an effect to eliminate those benefits from that price increase. So let's say like you raise by 10%, will it have a big enough impact on sales decrease? Then building upsells, this is something we can almost always improve upon. So chances are you are not upselling enough, you're not upselling the right products in a right way, on a right time period, and that is costing you a lot of in the average order value side of things. Then also retention. Are you letting customers through the cracks like just a leaking bucket? Or are you actually getting them to take matters into their own hands, coming back to your store, purchasing more? Do your products even pretty much allow this? So before focusing on new traffic, I like to go ahead and try to fix these as much as possible. So we are more like focusing on maximizing the value from one buyer instead of multiplying that bad buyer over and over again. And most people, like I said, they think they need more traffic, but what they actually need is a more profitable funnel. So how do we do this? Now, we need to come up with ideas that we want to test that are potential business boosters for us. Then we have a bunch of ideas, no ranking, nothing. We want to rank and eventually score those ideas. So the way I like it to rank ideas is just the effectiveness, expected effectiveness, and the ease of implementation. So if you have a very effective idea that you expect will make a big impact on your bottom line, and you think it's really easy to implement, go ahead and test that first. Then what you probably want to do is, because you have so many ideas, you want to finish them idea by idea. So you're not just going over there attacking everything at once, but you have a strategic plan that you are using similar methodologies as they use in software. So you can use methodology like Scrum methodology, SCRUM, where you are essentially sprinting to the finish, and this way you'll get those fixes quicker, and you can also see the impact of them quicker. So there's a lot of things we can learn from Lean Startup method and how to really learn quickly. So a lot of it's about speed, but of course also doing the right things. And this way we can potentially have a pretty big impact. And remember also that it's a multiplier effect. So if you are getting people to buy more and getting them buy more often, then that will be like buying more often will be multiplied by buying more. So that will have a cumulative effect on your sales, which is of course really nice. Now remember, we are after ROI here, not just revenue. So we want to see positive behavior change, because there's this saying like behavior prevents the future, or predicts the future. So if you can get good behavior, positive behavior change, that's a really good impact and a predictor of your future success as well. And lastly, I would say that we want to think of this as similar to an investor would think about it. So we are allocating a certain amount of time and money to improving our business, and we definitely want to see a return on that investment. So you should be very stingy when it comes to, especially with your time. So make sure that everything's planned and you're not just doing random things to get probably random results. But you are attacking those weak points, those easy to implement ideas that are effective, at least expected to be effective, and then you are using a methodology to sprint through it and get to that finish line as fast as possible. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe for more videos, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.